So obviously my kitty, he loves undoing my camera, I swear. Don't you, Minute? So anyways, I tried to go live as quick as I could. He loves playing with my necklace too. So I'm waiting for notification to go out. I know it's got feedback. I'm fixing to take care of that. Obviously, my kitty cat had a ball right off the bat. So anyways, this is my second time going live because Minu, which is my cat, by the way, undid the camera. What's that, little boy? My table rocks, I know. I need to stop leaning on it so much. Let's see. Sage and a couple decks I want to use. I'm waiting for everybody to come in chat. Saging a couple of decks. So get some fresh energy. Pre-shuffle on. Oof. Hello, it's Mama D. I'm just now getting started. I'm get a message out tonight. I thought it'd be fun to have Friday night. I'm home relaxing. A great work week. So pre-shuffle on. This is a lot earlier than what I normally go live, so, and it is Friday night. I don't know if very many people will be available, but if not, I'm under reading anyway. Hey, girl. Listen. So, there's a 3-second delay before y'all can text or, like, talk in the chat. Because my cat unplugged some cords just as I was going live on the other one. So, it is what it is. Okay? Don't take it personal. And two, when a few people gets in chat, like, it's easier for me to read. I haven't pulled cards yet. I'm just starting. I saged a few decks. So, just get some fresh energy. And I'm trying to not rock my table too much. You know how I lean on the table and get closer? Well, I've noticed that with my camera, because it's hooked to my laptop, that it does that. You know, because my laptop moves. So I'm trying to be less close to the screen and rock the table. So anyways, yeah. I'm feeling really good. I'm just looking at a few decks here. I did pull out the Heal Yourself deck. But I'm kind of feeling like I'm filling out the decks over here. Okay. They talk to me, you know. The other deck, the Spirit of, what is this? Spirit of the Animals Oracle. And I have Divine Animals Oracle. I figured I'd stick with the theme. And then I have the Mermaid Tarot. And this is the newest tarot deck that I have from Anna. Thank you. Hello, Electronics. I'm just starting. And I was telling everybody that there is a 3-second delay before y'all can, like, chat. And it's because me new unplugged my camera again. So in order to go live, I don't know. I just hit it and I couldn't go back. And I was like, I'm just going live. So that's why there's like a delay in the chat. It is what it is, guys. I am not the most, like, technological person. I'm life skills. But on a real note, I love my life. Ooh, that sounds good. Turkey salad sandwiches. I like chicken salad sandwiches too. I'm not a big tuna person, but I try. I grew up eating a lot of fish, so I don't know. I like it every now and then, put it that way. But it has to be cooked back home style. That's beside the point. Spirit of the Animal Oracle. I'm going to start out with this deck, okay, everybody? I was sitting here, I was saging a few decks and, you know, just getting a feel, see which decks I was led and guided. And I also have a purple candle lit back here. Let's see, right in here, if y'all can see. I lit a purple candle before we started. So, cards down. 4-4. Look at that. Magic. Dragonfly spirit. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me, and I am brilliant and I am blessed. I agree wholeheartedly. just like training for a new job, right? You don't get it every day, but your transformation, your spiritual transformation actually is the same exact as that 111 I saw on the counter on my end, right? Fire. Seen that? I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold and I am brave. Mighty forces comes to my aid. Heck yeah, I'm feeling that on so many levels. We have magic between us, but last night we got Fire Guardian also. Remember, if you joined me live last night or you watched the video, Fire Guardian came out in my Ancestors deck. I choose to be unstoppable. Me too. I definitely choose to be unstoppable. But with what? Patience. Create a place in stillness and be renewed. Take time alone sometimes to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Have patience through this fire energy I am getting. Look, the Guardian is behind here. Okay, that's exactly what I'm getting. You're feeling that fire energy, and it's like we want everything right now, like tomorrow, but we have to go through that shift. Just be patient with what it is you're feeling. If you don't quite know what next step to take, just know that if you have a little bit of patience, it will be shown, right? Have a little patience with your fire energy, with your passions, right? It takes a little bit of work and application to get to where you want to go. And even when you get to where you want to go, there's new things to learn, right? If you go to school, for instance, okay, let's put it in small even. When you graduate high school, right? You know where you want to go to college, okay? So you put all in the applications and you do everything that you need to be. And granted, you've been in school for the past, 10, 12, 13 years, but there's nothing like stepping into a university or a college or a new professor's room, right? And everything seems shaky, like you know what you need to do, but you don't know what to expect, is what I'm hearing. Right? You're feeling that fire passion, that fire energy. So be patient. It doesn't happen in one day. You don't absolutely get everything in one day, right? As far as comprehending it, okay? You may get the words from your professor, but you also have to go home and, review the things in your head and set up your classes according to where it's supposed to be set up, and there's file folders and things to create. There's specific ways that you have to do things for it all to come together. That's the energy that I'm feeling, even with your spiritual life, your everyday life, right? Just remember, there are guardians protecting you, okay? Great guardians protecting you, protecting your destination, protecting your journey. If you do everything that you do out of love, out of kindness, and you mean no harm to others, I promise you the universe will absolutely pay you back, okay? Have patience with the journey is what I'm getting. You have a vibrancy about you. You're not going to be overlooked. Okay, the best of the best will stick out, right? You don't have to say anything. It's in your soul, it's in your spirit, it's in your attitude, it's in your walk, it's in your talk, right? If you notice, egotistical people walk around like they have something to prove to somebody, right? Those of us who are humble and meek and like on point, like we just look like ordinary people, but we're not ordinary. We put off a vibrance, okay, from your soul that can't nobody like automatically drawn to you because you're vibrant, right? You look like a peacock out there strutting your stuff and you're not even doing anything except being yourself, right? Because your soul is vibrant. You stick out. Light souls recognize light souls, but don't get it fucked up. Dark souls recognize too. We meet with opposition, okay? Remember that. real recognize real on all levels, okay? When it comes to like, if you're spiritually on point, then you know what? Your everyday life is not going to be about doing wrong to others, and just treating somebody with disrespect and disregard. That doesn't mean everybody doesn't have a bad day and you don't slip up and you don't check yourself right quick, okay? But there's just something different about you when you walk in your true soul, your true power, your true strength. There's a vibrancy and it just illuminates off of you, right? Some people make you turn your head and shake it. Some of us, we're like, people break their necks, like, whoa, I don't know who that, I like that person. You're just genuinely a nice person. It permeates from off of you, right? So when you're going to school or you're going to a job or you're going to an interview or you're going to a gas station or you're going for whatever it is you choose to excel in, work, love, or life, guess what? Your vibrancy is going to show and you're going to be successful. You will rise above the rest. You don't have to work as hard when your ego is in check, do you? You ever seen somebody walking around like their ego's so big, people are like, wow. I know I have, but I'm intuitive AF, so I know you guys know. Let me make sure I'm switching this over so I can see. And I was saying it's my bad on the slower like talk in the chat. Just disregard, okay? But I'm serious. Your vibrancy shows. People see you, okay? They see you. You may not realize because you're all in your happy place and happy zone, or you're focused, you're getting downloads, you're like paying attention, you're organizing things, in your mind. You were born to shine and to inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. That's non-ego. Practice humility, right? To avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. You know what? That is what is to come. Remember, when you start succeeding, take those that have been there, with you. And I don't mean financially, okay? It's not what I'm saying. Create your own soul family. And those are the people that you carry each other, through life, right? Create a whole soul family. WHOLE. Whole. Absolutely. Spirit of the Animal Oracles was first. Now we're going to go with the Divine Animals Oracle because this is a powerful, they all have their own meanings. I've shown animals tonight, so that's what we're going with. Heart of a Lion. That's what I heard my guide said, the heart of a lion. I hear you, Anna. Well, I read it. Ooh. Okay. Look at the fire and ferocity. Like, if that is not being protected from some higher animal totem, then I don't know what is. That cat looks like just, I wish you would. The jaguar spirit. Releasing your pain, your power, right? You know, sometimes you just gotta bury your head and cry and release. Knowing that release, it's also going to bring you power and strength. Okay? It's good sometimes, but also know that it's cleansing, right? And you were protected during all of your journey. Like, I wish you would. Why? Because right now, this is a release and a growing phase, and we're being patient, right? We know that we're going somewhere. Exactly. Um, this card is always hard. Groundedness. This is the armadillo card. Armadillos to me, listen, I know people say some things about armadillos, but does it not remind you that, you know, their shell is their armor, their house, their home? They have everything that they need, and they carry it around on their back. And they just got to get in defense mode when it's time and when it's, you know, ready. That's that shield of armor that you carry. Right? It's not a bad thing. It's armadillo spirit is actually a good thing because you have the whole armor with you. You have your house, you know, you have your home. You can bring it wherever it is that you want to go. You can be grounded, right? You can just put yourself down and make a home, a house, you know, elevating your spiritual life, your spiritual journey, wherever it is that you want to go. You can take it as far as you want to take it, but you can't go back. I promise you, because once you're aware of some things, spiritual awareness, you can ignore it, which I wouldn't recommend because then you're going to have like some not good times. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going there. And I hate to even say that some people, you know, because I don't know what that would be like, is to go back on, you know, my spiritual journey, my spiritual path. Like, there's no way that I could like step out of my path and my journey. I know too much now. It's followed me since I was a child, but I guess everybody is different. But at the same time, just know that you can stay grounded through everything, right? You're divinely protected through your journey in life. It's okay. There are mighty ones that are standing in and protecting you. I see Egypt back here. It reminds me, you know, when I see depictions like that in cards, Mama D is really deep. So I often like read intuitively in it, like past life stuff. You know, this armadillo does not match the landscape of what's behind it. Does that make sense? It's like reincarnating, you know, with this spirit animal, the armor, you know, the protection, you know, the many different lifetimes of wisdom, respecting, you know, everything that you have, everything you've been through. It's taking the knowledge that you've learned through many different lifetimes and creating the best life that you can in this lifetime. That's what spiritual awakening for me is also like. taking everything that you have learned. And finally, you know, when you get there, God's like, yes, you did it. Empowering this spirit and overcoming, even through, you know, the weakest of times, we were divinely protected. Even though we felt like there was no other place to go, even though we felt like, you know, giving up and throwing in the towel at times, something always had your back. Really. And you persevered and you went through and you had to create boundaries and you learned how to move through all of the different walks of your life. Or you're still learning to walk through. We all are still learning. You know, I'm at a new direction and you never stop learning and doing new things. There's always expansion. You can go as far as you want to take you. It's limitless. But you might have to have a little bit of patience, right? Because things don't what happen overnight. You have to have a little bit of patience and you have to look for the signs and just know that your soul is a vibrant soul. You're going to outshine. You're going to be at one. You're going to rise above. You're going to take your place, as it may seem. Learning how to, now I know why the Heal Yourself deck came out. Is there, I'm going to pull from the Heal Yourself deck. It's a process. It's a journey. 3 cards out. Going with it. Don't self-sabotage. Okay? Don't let fear override you. Remember, don't sabotage yourself. That's old repetitive cycles. You know, if you want something, go for it. Pay attention to signs, cycles. Okay? Those are cycles that you're going through. It's not over. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you start something, finish it. You've made a commitment to that. That's what I tell everybody. If you start something, then you finish it. You don't dip out. Say what you mean. Love yourself. Unleash your creativity and love yourself. Okay? That's that fire energy. Remember, whatever you do it for you. Do it for your own personal fulfillment. And I don't mean in an egotistical way. Like, you have to live your life in a way that matters, in a way that affects others in a positive way. Right? And how do you do that? You love yourself first. And it doesn't mean going around treating other people wrong, like that 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords energy. No. But it's okay to lock yourself away sometime and just be with you. Do what makes you happy, right? Practice self-love. Like, seriously. The kids were busy in the house doing whatever, and I was like, you know, I'm going to go live on YouTube. I was like, it's my hobby. It's, you know, what I do. I reach people. So Everybody's doing their own thing, and I'm sitting in here on a live. Why? Because I don't want to sit around. I practice. This is my self-love. Helping you guys is my self-love for my spiritual soul. You know what I mean? I talked to Jessica, right? That's also, food for my soul. It helps me connect with you guys on a spiritual level, right? My soul tribe. It's how we unleash creativity, right? Together. We learn and we grow and we learn what real self-love is. It's putting yourself first sometimes. It's okay. I promise you. And I need to practice some self-love too. And that's how I do it, is with you guys. Really. This is Mama D taking care of Mama D. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy talking with you, sharing some life experiences, sharing all of the downloads and, the things that messages that I channel. I couldn't imagine my life, not being able to do the things that I do. I mean that. I want to live the best fulfilled, life that I can now. And I want to do what makes me happy in this healthy manner. This is my coping skills, right? My spirituality is my coping skills on a daily basis. It really is. How do you cope with spirituality? I have friends near and far that I get to communicate with, on all different levels. Why wouldn't I love my life? Why wouldn't I love doing what I do with you guys? For as long as I'm led and guided, right? I got the mermaid cards out. Thank you, Anna. Mermaid tail. I will share that the box, this is how I know Dex picks me online, is because the box doesn't look like so much. It wasn't this that caught my eye as much as the energy coming off of this deck. But it also reminds me, like the divine also just gave me a download. It was like, yeah, you may look ordinary, but you and I are extraordinary. We're not supposed to be like everybody else. You shine bright, you stick out, your soul shines. There's vibrancy, there's illumination, there's inspiration, there's hope, there's motivation to just keep on living your life. Just live your life. Hey! Don't mind me. It happens. Just live your life. Look, got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Devil. Becoming solid, stable, getting out of the caged energy that you feel, caged up energy. No, you're solid, you're stable. You can take it down. No problem. The divine is coming in. Look, crown, giving you downloads. I'm like, here you go. Here's your new beginning, right? Deflecting also all of the unwanted energies. But Devil Capricorn energy is also a very determined energy. Even though you may feel like you're caged up, you're not. You're sitting right where you need to be. Unless you're not putting any action with that passion, then it's time to get it. Mash that gas and tote that ass. It's time to do it. You're solid. You're stable. You can go for it. Get out the water, wading in the emotions. Put the emotions aside. Yeah. Been slow and steady what? Building. Recharging. Right? Look at all these polar bears protecting energy around us while we have laid our head down. Become what? Clear to the world. There's nothing to hide because you are protected. See, you don't have to hide. Even when you sleep, you're in a clear crystal bed. You've healed your soul. There are polar bears. There's wolves, right? There's rabbits in this picture. There's many spirit animals protecting you. You don't have to worry. It's clear-cut vision, baby. Because you've overcome, you've broken out of this cage, right? You've released yourself, you've taken your power back. And now you're solid, you're stable, you're good. Coming out of the darkness. Look, it doesn't matter how murky, how dark the water has been. Look, you're coming out of it. Too strong for all that. Too strong for all that. These cards are amazing. Look, sitting solid, sitting stable, just brushing your hair, going about your daily work. You're solid, you're stable. Plus, you have the King of Cups. You've mastered your emotions, right? You're being led and guided with intuition, you know, coming out of a dark time, finding your light. There's Page of Cups, right? From a younger soul. See this fish jumping out of this cup? I really, in this deck, a lot of times when I see a fish coming out of a cup, I get the energy, you know, that something's going to show itself and like surprise you. And that's not what I'm getting, because fish are a pleasant surprise in mermaid land, right? It's nothing that scares you. It's a young energy. It's feeling like a kid again. Inner healing, I heard inner child healing. You've mastered those emotions. You've gone back and look, thank you, guys. You have gone back, right? And done some really deep masculine energies. We're made up of divine feminine. It's fixing to get real motherfucking deep. Okay, just listen here. You have gone back to the point in time where your divine masculine energy was wounded and hurt, and you have healed that part of your inner child. So now when you are going to look and reflect the emotions, you know, the post-traumatic stress, you know, stuff that happens, you know, the depression, right? Let's get real about it. This fucking shit, okay? Healing inner child work, if you don't heal it, there are some residual things. I'm not saying that you come out of it perfect, but you come out of it with what? A better understanding of why it is that you operate the way that you do, right? And you start to understand the way that you work. It's mastering your emotions and leading and guiding with what wisdom, because you've gone back and healed the inner child, or you know where your hurt and your pain started. So now you can start the process of mastery, whatever level that you're on. That stuff plays a really big, huge part in our lives as and adults, in our healing process and our spiritual process. You know, when you go through dark night of the soul, you figure out why the fuck it is you did shit, okay? You have to take a deep, dark look at yourself in the mirror and find out what is going on. That's when you go back and you do the inner child work, the traumatic, and you face those things head on. It's fixing to get, I told y'all it's getting deep. I'm trying to think of a not so graphic way of explaining, you know, inner child work. Okay, so let me use this example because it's not too like, anyways, you're driving down the road, right? And you got your baby in the back seat, or not really baby, but yes. Okay. And up ahead is the park, And, you know, you realize, not an infant, I'm just saying a child, you know, that's old enough to remember this incident, say 5, 6, 7, you know, when memories first start, okay? So you're driving down the road by the park and it's summer and it's, you know, beautiful. You got the windows up and all of a sudden a fucking squirrel comes darting across the road and just stops. And all of a sudden you have to, you know, hit your brakes, okay? And by some moment, you do not miss that squirrel. You hit it, right? And you pull over the side of the road and not thinking, you know, you get out and you look and you make sure, you know, unfortunately, his little soul's passed away, right? So it really upsets you. But what you don't realize is when you get back up, okay, you see your younger child in the window. And that was a traumatic experience for them. Now, listen, this is very layman's terms because, like I said, inner child work can be really deep and dark and harsh, and there's some shit that happened. That's the stuff that you're going back and healing. It's the point in time of there was a huge, that's minimal. Okay. It's not minimal, but you get the gist of it. For myself, I had surgery when I was 18 months old. Okay. So I had to overcome opiates in my system. That was my inner child work. I had to learn to live without opiates and pain medication because when I was a young child, see what I mean between the difference? Okay, whatever. I'll put it out there, my healing experience, because I have nothing to be ashamed of because I am who I am now and I don't do that. I overcame that inner child work. But now you're solid, right? And you're stable. You've healed. Look, the hurt and the pain. Funny, I said a squirrel, and look, you have a whale. See, they're upset because you have to heal this traumatic experience. And that's how you find your passion. That's how. Wait.
I'm going to La Harua. Do you want anything?
Yes, I do.
What you want?
A chili round oatmeal.
Okay.
Thank you. So, anyways, that's how you find your path and your purpose, right? And your illumination. That is what the divine is saying. And when you find this light within your soul, and you find your path because you know what has, you know, affected you and you have overcame that, then guess what? That's when you come out with this vibrant light, your path, and you stick out because you've done that healing, right? You have overcame all of the hurt, all of the pain, everything. Or you're dealing with it, or you're working through it, or you're exploring options on how to have the best life that you possibly can. Okay? I love this deck, don't y'all? Doing away with the things that have held you back, like the energies that have, you know, tried to stab you in your back, and put that on a spiritual level. Okay? Fear-based energy, right? Your shadow, which is your alarm system, is not going to come in fucking screaming its ass off at you and your heart get all panicky. No, that's not what's going to happen, okay? Your shadow side is more of quiet, okay, and its thoughts, okay? But you can also feel the energy coming off of someone else, right? There's a difference between, don't you fucking do that. You've got everything to be worried about. And then a voice that says, hey, y'all need to worry about that. You got nothing to be afraid of because you're strong, right? That's the difference in the emotions of what you feel. That is what you're overcoming, the fear, the anguish, right? The flooding emotions that just pours in, the stabbing in the back to yourself. I read the chat a little bit. I've been so engulfed in, you know, channeling that I haven't. Yeah, there's messages that's going to pull you down, right? Look at these messages. Eight of Wands. Yeah, sometimes you may feel like you're dodging, fire bombs, like can't. But those are actually things that you work on and you overcome, and it turns into your power, right? Yeah. The Magician. You get all the tools that you need through everything that's been thrown at you one way or another. And you do what? You learn how to turn all that around and into your benefit. It's like creating something from not nothing but pain, right? That's the Sagittarius energy, temperance, right? You take all of these things that have been thrown at you in your life and you learn how to turn that pain into what? Your power, your drive, your success. That's how it works. When you go back and you think about it, you took charge and control when you went back and did all that work, right? Yeah. Now you rise above with your powerful, illumination. It doesn't matter what's been thrown at you. You've got your light, your own staff. That's the only one you need is that Ace of Wands, right? This Magician holds the ace of all of them. So that means you have mastered all of those things. You can create with just being you because you're vibrant, you're powerful, you're protected, right? Remember, you take your shield with you. Hello. Hello. Hey. Okay, what do they have? Enchiladas. Please. Chicken. Please. Thank you. Okay, bye. I got to get my food on. So pardon me. So here we go. One more time. Looking at yourself in the mirror, taking the look at yourself deeply in the mirror, seeing everything. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself how, self, I'm proud of you. Or, self, we've been through hard times, but we're going to get through this. Self affirm you're in the mirror. I have my I ams. I am infinite and fearless. This is what hangs above my mirror. I am divinely guided by my intuition. I am in alignment with my personal truth. I am loved. I love myself and others. I am strong and confident in who I am. I am healing more and hurting less. I am safe and secure. I am trusting more and fearing less. Those are my I ams. That is what I say to myself in the mirror. I am. I am. What a message. I'm just sitting here. The crystal spirit. Got to get me a sip. Crystal spirits. I have decks everywhere on the table. Look, cards everywhere. But that's okay, right? I don't mind. I'm pre-shuffle. Get a shuffle. Hello, crystal spirits. What would you like to add? Y'all are okay. I just wanted to shuffle on camera. I was reading the chat over here. All right. Rose quartz, self-love. Look, I still have it sitting right here face up on the bottom of the deck. Self-love. Self-love. Look, you know who? Here's Moldavite. I'm not laughing, but I just love the divine. Rose quartz. Self-love. If rose quartz doesn't scream self-love, I don't know what does. I mean, but then again, I think everybody should know that rose quartz. So I'll just take it down a notch and be like, rose quartz screams self-love to Mama D. Okay. Hi, I'm back. I just wanted to show y'all the cards. Self-love, self-worth, being enough, and worthiness. Rose quartz, baby. When rose quartz spirit appears, you are called to pay attention to one of the most wonderful creations the conscious universe has ever brought into being. You. Excuse me. Have you forgotten how beautiful you are? You have so many strengths and a unique set of qualities that will be like magical superpowers as you walk your healing path. Rose quartz spirit has come to remind you of your soul's worth. Many, many people will benefit simply from knowing you and being in your presence, drinking in the love that radiates from your heart. There's that vibrancy I was talking about. Trust that the conscious universe is always there to fill you up with the power of love whenever you need it, and reminding that you are worthy of all that you seek. You are an exquisite expression of divinity. What a powerful and a one-of-a-kind source of healing love that you are. Here's our meditation. Rose quartz is often identified with romantic love, but this beautiful stone, in fact, encourages us to experience love in its myriad form of a mother's tender care of a child to random acts of kindness to a stranger. Rose quartz encompasses all expressions of love, including self-love. Meditation with this stone brings the knowing that we are part of this loving frequency, that we are perfect and we always have been. How beautiful. Now is the time to be mindful of how quickly you can fall back into false beliefs about not being enough. Take to action towards acknowledging your self-worth. For today is a day for loving yourself and recognizing all that is good and beautiful and true about who you are. Discover the incredible resemblance of you and that the conscious universe knows who you are and loves who you are. Then it'll be easier to let go of old ways of relating to abundances in the world. You will see that it is yours to enjoy and that you are worthy of the affluence and wealthy and you seek. Step fully into accepting that you deserve a firm foundation of material wealth as being one that is divinely protected and loved. I got a little tongue-tied and twisted towards the end. Pardon me, but you get the gist. Ooh, Cherry B, you got a surprise. So, you're welcome. Hi, Jessica Strong. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just now going back in chat. 56 minutes. Woohoo. Congratulations. Kudos to you. Absolutely. I can identify with that. So you keep that inspiration up. You keep on doing you. Because a long time down the road, guess what? You have a mighty story to tell. If you're coming up on 1 year clean, honey, you have a story to tell. You really do. I'm just going back in the chat. I don't know if you know this, but that is my passion. That's what I do is work in addiction recovery every single day, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. That is my daytime passion. So, and I'm waiting on my food. My son's going to get me some food. So I have to eat some pretzels. I'm hungry. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. It is a little bit early for Mama D to be live, but you know, why not? It's Friday night. So, I love all of you. I'm not going to be rude and keep on chomping in y'all's face. So, love and light. Look, Menu chilling behind here. Now he wants to be good when I get off camera, huh? No, you've actually been a good boy tonight. Good night, everybody.